So we have Ankita Mehra with us, who is a proud and out lesbian, and we are going to be talking. Hi,
हाय बहन जी कैसी हो तुम
मैं बढ़िया हूँ आप कैसे हो?
बढ़िया एकदम थैंक यू फॉर इनवाइटिंग मी
Of course. Listen, I was struggling a little because I was typing with this, so I was type
ओह
करूँ या भेजूँ या live करूँ.
ओके व्हाट यू विल टॉक अबाउट माय नेल्स आई जस्ट बाइट द फक आउट ऑफ देम
Well, when I'm not like this, I'm like this.
ओह हाय हितेन हाय एवरीवन
Hi everyone. Okay, so first of all, this is Ankita Mehra. She is staying in Bangalore right now,
या
and she works with a firm and she helps people to get jobs. Is that correct?
या या
So we will be talking to Ankita and discovering more about her life and figure out how did she not just accept her sexuality but also helped other people from the queer community to get jobs and get secure jobs and thrive the life the way life they want to. So are you ready? Is
या या
everyone ready?
श्योर गो एट शूट
Okay. So before we start, I would like to ask, what are your preferred pronouns? So,
शी हर हर्स
she, her. Okay, all right. So we'll just start off with the questions already. So the first question is the basic, simple question: what does pride mean to you?
फॉर मी प्राइड मीन्स इंक्लूजन we should be included everywhere in boardrooms in houses in schools, everywhere, right? Because since we are growing up, we have seen so much of negativity. We were not accepted. We had to answer the questions which shouldn't have come to us, right?
Right.
So for me, pride means inclusion. At the same time, pride also the struggles of the people who have dreamt of what we are living today, right? I mean, we have so many complaints about things are not going right, things are not working well, but we always forget that whatever we are living right now is a dream of someone. So
Right.
we should not just stop right away. We should think about the other generation as well, like the people thought of us. So
Yes.
pride is always about remembering where you have to go, not just where you are now. So that is what pride means to me.
That is absolutely beautiful because a lot of people, they are so into the present and so much into complaining and all that they forget to you know think about the great things that are happening in the present and
Mhm.
that can bring joy to people in future. So that was beautiful, absolutely.
Okay, I need to
And
put a filter for pride. Give me a
yes,
second. Yeah,
is
I'm a
that oh
unicorn.
yes, a cute unicorn.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay,
Yeah.
so coming to next question. Being an out of the closet lesbian person is difficult.
hmm
But what are some of the best thing that has happened to you in a country like India for being who you are?
Being out is definitely difficult. I know there are so many stories out there, and there are so many people talk about coming out of the closet. I would say that the things which are happening before 2017 was quite more difficult and different because I will share you two of my journeys.
Right.
Ankita before 2017, Ankita after 2017. Ankita before 2017 went in a place where there were lack of representation of LGBTQI space. I
Mhm.
had to, actually educate people by being out and telling them that this is completely normal. If you see, I have been in colleges, इतना discrimination नहीं है, इतना discrimination मतलब आज के बाद में भी मैं सोचूं ना कि I will never let my kids to go in that college.
Oh wow.
People never took initiative to learn about these orientations, the LGBTQI community. They never took it because it never mattered. But after that 377 when it got decriminalized, I have seen massive change. I would
Mhm.
also say that there were a lot of corporates who have behaved with me in a different way. Like I share this story a lot of times. I was, treated very badly in a girls' washroom, and the blame came to me because I'm a lesbian. people had that lack of representation in the
Oh, wow.
corporates before 2017. Being out that time was completely difficult. I used to regret every day that why people know about me. People shouldn't know
Mhm.
about me. And one second, yeah, people shouldn't know about me, and I should hide as much as possible. But they actually eventually got to know about me when they started watching me on my on my TV show, right? But after 2017, when I stepped into it and I accepted myself that, dude, I don't care. Let them think
Mm.
they are not educated, and I don't have to waste my energy on them. When I thought about that, I forgot about everything and I started focusing on my career. Not just my career, I also stood as an ally for the other spectrum of the community. I would say that I'm a lesbian. I want to be an ally for trans person. I want to be ally for drag people. I also want to be ally for gay individuals, right? So I started creating that space wherever I used to go. I became more vocal on social media platforms where a lot of lesbians who were in closet, they used to come to me, and sharing that space was a privilege for me. And a lot of people do not have the privilege to share that space, that people who are in closet can talk to us and share their struggling story,
Mhm.
because there's
Right.
no one out there who could listen to them. For me, it was, even being out, I did not have that space to share my things with anyone else. So what we can do as an individual is create that space, and that is what I've learned after being out. That was one of the most beautiful, incredible things and the privileged thing that I had to do for other people. And it just did not make me happy, it actually made other people happy as well. There were people who had thought of attempting suicide. I just used to call them up. I'm like, why are you doing this? You talk to me. They shared their feelings with me. And after that, I made them feel comfortable in their life. I'm very lucky, and I think our kids be in a very better future because of the representation of the community in TV shows now, access of Netflix now. And I would say that the next 10 years is going to be great. It's going to be full of inclusion. So, me being an out and proud lesbian had hurdles, but it also had a beautiful end to it, where I stopped caring about the world and I cared about the people who actually wanted someone who should hear them out. And in lesbian community, if see, very limited people are out,
Yeah,
very less
actually,
people are
yeah.
out. You could see, I have hardly known 5 to 6 people who are like out and proud lesbians. So your
Yeah, they are
representation also,
literally
yeah,
counted on fingertips. They are very few.
yeah. And I was talking to very famous person on in LGBTQ space, and when I asked them how many lesbian friends you have, and they most of them said, you are the only lesbian friend I have. You can
That
see
is
that lack
relatable
of
to me also.
representation. Yeah, lack
I
of
told you
representation.
also when we met for the first time.
Yeah, so being out will help people who are in closet, and when you are very one in the limited people,
Mm-hmm.
it actually helps. Limited people who are actually accepting it, there are a lot of them who are not even facing it because you're a woman as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you one struggle. One of my close friend, she's uh, figured out about her orientation when she was growing up, but she couldn't leave her city
Okay.
because girls are not allowed to leave the city.
Mm.
You understand, right? So
Right,
that
right.
independence also comes up as a break, and your orientation comes with the second break. I hope I answered your question.
Of course, you have brilliantly answered that. And, actually, someone was asking this, and I also wanted to ask. So, the college you were talking about, what city was this, if you're comfortable?
Nasik, Nasik. I
Oh,
can
right.
say about the name of the college, KK Wagh, Nasik.
So,
I
guys,
was
if you know
bullied.
of this college, you know what to ignore now.
Yeah, I was bullied. Like, I am such a strong girl. I was bullied, and I got myself being bullied. I got myself into that space. I couldn't speak
Mhm.
out because I was scared of toxic masculinity and the pressure of the seniors on me who were boys. And to be
Yeah.
honest, from that time, I realized that, oh my God, who are these people? And do you know, Neela, what happened a year back, or like a year back, last lockdown? One of a
Mhm.
person who bullied me messaged me saying that, Ankita, I really need your help to promote my product. I really need your
Oh,
help to help me with marketing and stuff. And then I was reading his text, and I just wrote one small message, bro, you bullied me in college, with a smile. It was burn, burn,
I
burn.
hope he never messaged again.
He
The
did. He said
audacity.
sorry. He did. He said sorry, and I educated him about the LGBTQI folks.
Sorry, is not going to fix anything, but
Yeah.
at least he understood where he was standing.
Yeah.
Brilliant, brilliant. So, there are a lot of struggles, like you said, for a
Hmm.
lesbian person to be in a country like India.
Hmm.
So, like you mentioned, one is like, it's very difficult for women in general to move out of
Hmm.
their house or
Hmm.
even cities. So, can
Hmm.
you shed more light on, what are some other struggles that uh, women in India who identify as lesbian face?
Okay, the biases of the folks who are not out in front of parents. So, what happens is if a lesbian individual is not out in front of the parents, then
Mhm.
people considering being biased towards them. मतलब थोड़ा भेदभाव होता है जो आउट है जो आउट नहीं है जिसके
Right.
पेरेंट्स को पता है जिसके पेरेंट्स को पता नहीं है so that discrimination actually restrict people to date the ones who are in the closet.
Mhm.
If you go out there, I'm not just talking from out of my head. I've spoken to so many people who were in closet, who are still in closet. They find actual struggle and pain to find a partner.
Right.
And not because just of that, because the scare, the people, what make people scared is, she's a woman. She's not going to fight back with a family, and she's gonna get married off with a man just because she's not out. But we always ignore that fact that she was in the closet and it's okay to be in closet. She's fighting her own journey. Maybe she just shifted to a city. She wants to be normal with that. She want to make her parents proud to trust her. Then she has to take next steps. It is a journey. And there were so many people who said that they had internal community phobia, just not
Hmm.
being out and just not being comfortable to come to gay bars, just not being comfortable to attend some gay parties. And this is not just with the closeted lesbian, it is with introvert lesbians as well.
Yeah.
So, if you go out on Tinder, Tinder has not been a good experience. You can see multiple boys talking to us, having fake profiles because they want to talk to a girl and they get the interest. And it happened with me in LA. In school, what happened was I wanted to just talk to few people. I had made a friend online. 6 months, I started liking her. And then I realized that there was a man behind that profile, and I was talking to a man. We never spoke on calls. I never had the access. So that actually happens with lesbian women a lot. Yeah, and it happened with me. Still, even after being out, there were guys talking to me over Tinder. That is one struggle. Second is closeted introvert lesbians is also another struggle because they're not going to parties. They are not because you will not be able to get the see. You gay people have Grindr,
Yeah.
lesbian folks don't. So you actually like meet people who are closeted as well in those apps. But on Tinder, you have so many fake profiles. So half of the lesbian cut out not to use Tinder. Like I stopped using Tinder when I was single.
Mhm.
I would rather go to Bumble, but then Bumble has a restriction that you can be a friend. A friend can also come. It's not just the intention of dating. So dating app actually becomes a problem. So there is not valid lesbian dating app out there.
Yeah.
So these are the problems. At the same time, there is a lot of discrimination for the, I would not say this, but butch lesbians. Uh, like a lot of people talk internally in the community that they want to transition. So that's where transphobia also comes in place.
Mhm.
That just because someone is dressing masculine, they want to express themselves masculine, then that
They
person
want
wants
to
to
be a part.
transition. Yeah, they want to be trans men, and then I don't want to date that person because that person gives me a vibe of a boy. um, that's a gender expression, bro, so stop saying that. And
Exactly.
I would just say that there's a lot of internal community phobia within the lesbians, but I also believe that it is lack of education. We being the part of the community, we need to educate ourselves with gender expressions, with different orientations, and it should be cool. We should open ourselves to hear each other's out. So these are some of the very basic problem I wanted to put across in this live video. I hope that helped.
Oh, wow, absolutely. And actually, the one that you mentioned, it's there in the gay community as well. Like, a lot of mask men don't go
Hmm.
for men who are feminine in nature. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I have read some posts on Yaria. I've been reading, so educated myself for gay community as well. But
So, so if you're
hmm,
a drag queen, then good luck finding a boyfriend. Anyway, Next is when and how did you come out of the concept?
I came out January 28th, 2017.
Ooh.
Nile, you know about this. Sorry, Bhenji, you know about this. You remember I came to Nagpur. After that, I went to Mumbai. I was in a very bad mindset. I met you. I met Mr. Bhai Ji.
Bhaiya
Bhaiya
ji.
Ji. I
Master
met
Bhaiya
Bhaiya
ji.
Ji. Okay, I will tell you about Bhaiya Ji. So Bhaiya Ji and I had so much fun in Bhaiya Ji's car. Like not in that way.
We can never have fun that way.
Yeah, yeah. So Bhaiya ji and I used to meet with Mohwood, and that time I was very, very cool, but I was still closeted. I was in my bubble. So what happened in 2016 was I was very, very scared of my sexuality because of the bullying in the college. But it took 2 years for me to get up and accept myself. So coming out to myself was very difficult initially because I wherever I used to belong to, I never thought anyone would understand me, and I've not seen anyone around me like you have a slightest, you know, person who could see whom you can see and you can say that yes, I want to be like that person. You have that person to look up to. I was living in a city called Nasik where I had no lesbian person around me. And even if you open Tinder, you will just find boys who are just taking advantage of your time and you just want to talk to you. So it's just that I never had someone to share my orientation with. So I had my best friend. I shared with my best friend, but same time my best friend supported me, but I was very suicidal. I never wanted to live that life, and it's real. Many queer people has this suicidal tendencies. When I it got quite serious about me thinking how to we were I was planning to suicide. I actually realized that this is not something I should do. I'm a very talented girl. I'm a topper of my college. I'm strong enough even though after so much of bullying, I had achieved a name in my college. So I went to Nagpur, and when I went to Nagpur, I never told my family what is happening, but they saw my condition and they took me to a therapist. When they took me to a therapist, I spoke to that therapist. That therapist turned out to sell the conversion therapy to my father. But my therapist did not out me. He said that
Okay.
hug me, you should try out with guys, and it will be fine. So he was that phobic therapist. Then these feelings grew up, and I couldn't control my anxiety for 8 to 10 days. I was not eating food. I was just on liquids. Whatever I was eating, I was just puking it out. So my father realized that this is something very serious. So I actually spoke to one of us Didi there. Her name is Surbi Didi. So Surbi Didi, I really love her. She's in Canada now, a very inclusive human being. I don't know how I met incredible people like her. She took me to a therapist. She recommended a therapist to my father as well. So we went there. I spoke to that therapist for an hour, and that therapist was out and proud gay man.
Mm.
So me, before telling Surbi Didi that I'm gay, she knew it, and she had done her studies, and she took me there to that therapist along with my family. When we had that conversation, I had that conversation with my therapist. He just said, I just had one sit. I will say, I just had one sit with him. He mentioned how incredible I am. He made me love me. At the same time, gave me the confidence that if it's eating you out, you can't control this feeling. Just tell your father. So I went to Mumbai Pride, 27th of Jan. I before the Mumbai Pride, I called my dad to Mumbai, and I gave him a letter, 16 pages, and I wrote everything: bullying, mental stress, anxiety, and what exactly I am. I am a lesbian. I did not mention what lesbian exactly. So after I gave the letter to my father said that he started crying and he said, "You are my daughter, no matter you are my baby, no matter what. I will support you, and I'm always there for you." And that day was my new day. It was my birthday. I celebrate
Oh.
that. It is my birthday. And my father thought lesbian meant that I want to be a boy. So he
Mm.
was actually acknowledging that I'm supporting you if you want to be a boy. Then my father asked me that what is the biological process of it. I said, Papa, what biological process?
You got it
I'm
wrong.
yeah, I am a queer woman. I like girls. I'm very comfortable with my body. I just like girls. I just can't marry a boy. I just want to marry a girl. So that happened. Then my roadies episode got aired. Then I was supported by everyone. So my father was very proud of me for doing something for the community, and he's always been that ally. After that, life changed completely, which
Mhm.
I cannot describe in the words. It it took 90% of time I used to think about my family, my orientation, what if I'm rejected? But after that day, that 90% was just gone. So I had my 100% brain to focus on so many things which I wanted to do. So yeah, that is my coming out timing and story.
Oh wow, that is so beautiful. And yeah, so according to you, when is a good time for a lesbian person to come out in a country like India?
I will be, politically correct here. If you
Mhm.
listen to me as a person who is very experienced and professional, I would say that I have spoken to so many people who have been out in the family before they got settled in life, and
Mhm.
they faced so much, exploitation. They were pushed to conversion therapy. I have heard so many stories in Humsafar Trust talks that they have been raped by their own family members,
Mhm.
just because they were out. So
Mhm.
I would say financial independence comes first, but that also makes me a bad person because when I came out to my father, I was not financially independent. I was lucky
So,
enough and I was privileged enough. Lucky because I did not have a job, and but I did have a backup because that was my sister. My sister said, if Papa is not supporting, if he's throwing you out of the house, you come and stay with me. I had my backup, right?
that is
But I would also say that being closeted eats you. If you think that you can't control it, if you think that being out is very important and you cannot live a life, you don't want to get up as a person that you are not, and it's eating you up, please come out. There's no right time. But also, please ensure that you have a backup, a friend, a relative, a closed, cousin who can just support you for a while. And you should, if you're coming out, if you're taking that decision, you should be ready to take face challenges. You cannot
Mhm.
be in the bubble because you have already broken a very big bubble of yours, and you have to fight with the world.
Yeah,
That bubble protected you. Once you're out, you have to fight with so many people, and it's beautiful also at the same time, so it's always a risk. So ensure that you are having some backups. Ensure that any of the NGOs are informed before you're coming out to your parents. If you think that you cannot be financially independent, inform NGOs like Humsafar Trust, inform people like us who can be a backup for you, like backup in terms of if something is going wrong. We can always seek help. So yeah, that would be my answer to this, which was politically correct. There's no right way to it. So I wanted to put all the things in front of you. You choose what do you want to go with.
absolutely. I hope that was helpful to whoever is struggling right now.
Hmm.
Okay, we have already covered it, but we'll still go for it.
Hmm.
Can you tell us about dating in the lesbian world? One, and second is how do you, as a person, go for dating?
Hmm.
Thank
Dating
you.
in general in lesbian world is not that difficult actually. That because I'm an extrovert, I'm sharing my own experience. I go
Right.
and meet people. I'm out and proud. People just message me. I tend to talk to them. It becomes very easier for me. But back in 2017, if you ask me, closeted Ankita who wanted to date but was in a city which had never had any support group, which never had any representation, which never had a pride walk. I'm very proud of you for organizing in Nagpur, Nilay.
Mhm.
Because when I used Tinder in Nasik and I used Tinder in Nagpur, I actually had two dates. When in
Oh,
Nasik for 2 years, nothing. But in
oh
Nagpur, I went
wow.
for 2 weeks, I had two dates. So I would say that if you're in a very tier two or tier three city, it becomes very difficult for a lesbian because of the mindset issues or the cultural fitment. If you are in Taiwan cities like Delhi, Bangalore, and any other places, it becomes easier. And why
Right.
I'm focusing on this point, if you think that you are in a tier two city and no one is swiping you right, it's not because you are less worthy. It's because
Mhm.
people are not active there, or people are just using a fake profile. Because I question myself that why people are not swiping left. I'm using Tinder for 2 years. I would just say Tier 2 and Tier 3 city is very backward to this. But if you're in a Tier 1 city, dating becomes easier. You go, you have, in Bangalore, you have ASQ meetups, you have some lesbian parties, we also have get togethers. And now things are quite open. Like, I'm active on LinkedIn. I'm actually not single right now, but I'm active on LinkedIn. There are some queer people who reach out to me and they want to know me more. So
Oh,
When you're out, it becomes little easier, but when you are closeted and you're a tier one or tier two or tier three cities become difficult. But in Bangalore, if you are not out and you are queer, on Bumble or Tinder, you tend to meet people. But exactly, you need to be sure that whom you're meeting with. One more thing in lesbian world, a very positive thing is people like to talk. Like
Mhm.
before the dating, they want to ensure that they build this 7 to 8 days of chatting history, which I explored. People who like to take things slow, people who want to be serious in the dating life, they ensure they give each other 10 to 8 to 10 days of time to know each other even more, talk to them. Once that time is done, you can always go and meet. That safety comes in place. So no one is ready to rush, okay, we met just now on Tinder, I'm coming your home. That doesn't happen. And
Okay.
that's a very beautiful part. And I'm
And
very happy
something
that
I
that
can't
doesn't.
relate to.
Yeah, you cannot just like meet. So in 90% of the experience has been people want to know you before they want to meet you. And it's actually safe for both the ends. So if you see the crimes in lesbian dating, it is less. Robbery in lesbian dating, it's very less. And not showing up for the date is also next to less.
Yeah.
So you don't you don't have to just sit in the cafe wait for your date. It just happened because they invested 10 days with you.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. So actually, someone is saying Arsha 1080. I find it difficult to date a lesbian woman.
Okay,
Okay.
one second.
I hope you
Um,
figure it out. But
Asha,
you are
which
something.
city you belong to, so I can help you with some of the, uh, you know, uh, queer groups in that city, or the person who relate to that city. I can connect you with them, which can help you connect with the community. So recently, Ninde, I got a message on LinkedIn from a very closeted person, like very,
Mhm.
who's just shared their sexuality to me only. They said that
Um,
they want to connect with people from Nagpur, and I connected them with my friend, and now that person is slowly being out in front of them. So I just say that it works with connection and with very close and trusted groups. I'm not going to get you into something which can out you. I have very close people in the cities where I can connect you with, and you can talk to them and extend your connections in that city. Okay, so someone is abusing भोसड़ी चूत जो भी है. Enjoy. God bless you. Okay, go ahead, Nilay.
so she's saying she is a part of ASQ and she is from Bangalore.
Arsha, let's connect after this. I'll help
Please
you with
feel
some
free to DM
details.
Ankita and
Yeah.
get the details to get the girl for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Right. Okay. So next is so college life. It's very tricky, right?
Hmm.
It's sometimes one of the best moments of your life and some of the
Hmm.
most depressing and most anxious moments of your life.
Hmm.
So can you please tell us about how your college life was?
First day, second day, I wanted to leave. So Nilay, I was
Same.
selected in Delhi University, Shri Ram College of Commerce, and
Right.
that's the biggest college in India for commerce. But I couldn't go there because my father wanted me to be in the same city because I was an immature kid
Mhm.
and the kid who never learned to live alone, and he was not sure to send me off to another city. So I joined this college in Nasik where, women representation was very less. Women representation was very less. If a mother is coming to finish her graduation, she was bullied. These were very small issues that, and you just imagine in the crowd of 600 students in a batch, and no one is even queer. It's not that they're not queer, they're not just being out. So my first and second day of college was I had short hair. I just cut my hair short, and I was very happy with my short hair. I was exploring that masculine side of me because I'm an androgynous. So when I went to college, that there was a guy who came in front of me, like कल से लड़की बन के आ, ठीक है,
Oh
ज्यादा
wow.
ज्यादा लड़कियों जैसे चल तू. मैंने भाव नहीं दिया. आई वाज लाइक ओके, ओके बोल ले जो बोलना है. क्योंकि मैं भी कम नहीं थी. फिर दूसरे दिन आके उसने मुझे टोका, लड़कियों जैसे चल रही है कि नहीं, क्या समझ रही है खुद को, यहाँ कल्चर नहीं है ऐसा, ठीक है, तेरे को लड़कियों जैसे सूट पहन के आना कल से. ही सेड दैट. Then I did not care. Third day I went and I complained to HOD, and he got quite pissed. Then he started bullying me every day and every day. So first month was very sad, but I would thank some of the ally friends that I have. And those ally friends were not educated at all. They became my friends for the person I was. I did not have to out myself in front of them. And they used to fight back. तेरे को क्या problem है? वो खुश है ना उसमें. But yeah, misgendering comes into play. ये मेरा भाई है. Like just because I was dressing masculine, then
Right.
they used to manhandle me, which I used to hate. मेरा भाई है, इधर चल मेरे साथ. So तू बाइक चलाता है. मैंने बोला okay, that is just my gender expression, but okay. I cannot expect a lot because that time that support was enough. I had my queer friends, as in there were 2 or 3 people who asked me out in the college. Those were girls, and one of them was married, off to a man with a kid. So that person used to come and say that I never got this opportunity to know people like me. मेरे को लगा मुझ में कोई बीमारी थी, पर तुमको देख के ऐसा लगता है कि तुमको कोई बीमारी नहीं है. तुम एकदम ठीक हो और तुमको मैं ऐसे देखती हूँ कि तुम एक कॉलेज की टॉपर हो. So when I topped my first year, then all the bullying stopped. I was the boss of this college. I became CS. Then I started running so many educational programs. I started arranging so many debates. So my initial days were bad because people see and judge you in a click, the way you
Right.
dress. And they underestimated me, they bullied me, but at the same time, I made so many changes in college. My teachers loved me, but still, teacher was not supporting of the way I used to, be out about myself. So I would say it was mixed, but you have to fight back. If I had not fight back, if I was just taking all the bullying and I used to be silent, then I would have gone down. And so many of us go down. I would not say like people don't go down, like not in that way. I'm just saying they just like people like us who is being bullied, they are brought down. Like
Yeah.
you should not do this, you should not do that. And we used to think that we just got bullied. हमारा पढ़ाई लिखाई सब चले जाता है, हमको पढ़ाई में ध्यान नहीं लगता है फिर. बट मैंने ऐसे नहीं होने दिया बिकॉज आई वाज स्ट्रांग. सो आपके में आप जो व्यूअर्स हैं, आप अगर कॉलेज में है या किसी वर्क प्लेस में है, ये जो बुलिंग होता है हम उसको चेंज करेंगे. ऐसा नहीं है कि चेंज नहीं होगा, हम करेंगे. वी विल सेंसिटाइज एज मच एज वी कैन, वी कैन रिप्रेजेंट आवरसेल्फ एज मच एज वी कैन. बट टेम्परेरी बेसिस में जब तक वो नहीं हो रहा, प्लीज डू नॉट टेक ऑल दीज कमेंट्स ऑन टू योर हेड. या जो आपकी फैमिली से हो या आपके रिलेटिव से हो या आपके फ्रेंड से हो जो आपको बोलता हो तू गलत है, ऐसा मत कर, किसी लड़की के साथ ट्राई कर, किसी लड़के के साथ ट्राई कर, आप उनकी मत सुनो, आप अपनी सुनो. आप में कुछ गलती नहीं है. अगर आपने दूसरे इंसान को खुद को कमेंट करने दिया, यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू बी वेरी सक्सेसफुल बिकॉज आप अपना 90% ऑफ एनर्जी इन सब में ही डालोगे. आपको अपना करियर देखना है, आपको अपनी लाइफ देखना है. डोंट यू वांट टू लिव विद योर पार्टनर with whom you are happy, or you want to be forced and have an unhappy life? Your career decides a part for you. जैसे हमारे नीले जी बहनजी बने हैं, and बहनजी is a very good character, right?
And
I mean,
sometimes rich also
yeah,
when things good. So yeah, all this
yeah.
happened because I accepted myself and fought for all those goodies. Otherwise, that wouldn't have happened.
And I'm sure Nile's journey as a bhenji was not easy. She had to fight. I remember Nile was exploring bhenji like 2016 Feb when we met for the first time. She was a bhenji always, but that bhenji took a roop now. I'm very
Yeah.
proud of it, Nile. I love your
Thank you.
content. Yeah.
Thank you.
So be yourself and let others just bark. I would just
Yes.
say. Yeah. Next question, Nile. I'm sorry. मैं बहुत भावनाओं में गिर गई थी.
It's okay. Sir. That's the whole point of this live video, so that
Yeah.
people are inspired and live their life to the fullest. So
Yeah.
yeah, before I proceed to next question, guys, there is like a question tag there you can see. So you can put in your questions now and we'll take it later once my questions are done. So if you have any question, even if it's like silliest question you think, please put it down. Ankita will try her best to answer it. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, so this question you have already answered, so we'll skip it.
Okay.
Like how were you able to accept yourself and how did that change you?
Yeah.
So next question is what is LinkedIn? How does it work? And how is it beneficial for the people of LGBTQIAPH community?
So if you've seen, I'm very less active on Instagram.
Right.
The reason why I chose to leave Instagram from my heart was a lot of negativity, a lot of representation which was wrong, Like if you just in case see a trans woman who's just like, looking as a woman, and that is what you see, it actually makes so many people conscious as well that they will not be able to look like that. They will not be able to, undergo to the same things that they are doing. So that question also comes in mind. I would say that a social media platform should be the one which should make you happy and as well as educate you rather than making you feel conscious and it doesn't tell you the next steps. I would also say Instagram is also a platform for people of the queer community to come out and speak their heart out. But why I'm saying LinkedIn? LinkedIn is a social media platform which is for professionals. And I'm not promoting LinkedIn. I don't work in LinkedIn. It is not a promotional video.
This
I'm
is
just
not
an
a paid
active user.
sponsored ad. This is
I'm
just
an yeah. I am an active, user of that platform, and what I've realized is that platform is very inclusive because you get to meet people from your field, your industry. So, if in case you are in marketing, you'll be able to connect with people who are in marketing, and you can also see if they're hiring or not. If you just search on a search bar saying that LGBTQ inclusive jobs, you will be able to apply for jobs directly, easily. And a lot of companies like Pride Circle, companies like us, who come and post jobs there that these are the jobs for LGBTQ people. And I know that you can get to the job. We don't have to say LGBTQ jobs. It just we ensure that we take the job applications only from the companies who are LGBTQ inclusive, not all. So ensuring that space. The third one is you also get to connect with a lot of global leaders who are coming and sharing their stories in the workplace. I would always say that your next step should be defined. You have to go ahead with your career. You have to be an artist. You have to be a media person, customer service person, HR. You'll be able to meet with so many people out there who are being educated on a daily basis. The second one is LinkedIn is taking so many steps to sensitize a group of users. Like if you see LinkedIn news, they keep on sharing some active news about LGBTQI space. You should see all these. You should consume the content which should make you happy and which should know where the progress is. Right now, in the corporate world, things are changing very, very nicely and fast. So you will be able to take some updates from there. You should know which company you should follow, which should be your dream job. So why I'm pushing on this content, Nilay, sorry, Bhenji, why I'm doing that, Benji, because when I was working in my first organization, I did not care about if it's inclusive, LGBTQ inclusive or not, because I just wanted a job. But then I realized I'm very talented, and why I should be in an organization where they don't care about me. They were nothing. So people used to see me, they used to misgender me. They used to say, यार तू लड़के जैसा दिखता है, यार तू लड़की लड़की तू लड़का होती तो मैं तुझसे शादी कर लेती, तू कितना क्यूट है, तो मुझे you should not come in this washroom, you entered the wrong washroom, go to men's washroom. I heard so many comments which have triggered me on a very small level. फिर उसके बाद कोई भी मुझ पे फ्लर्ट करेगा, I have, they think that just because I'm a lesbian, if a girl flirts with me, it's valid. It's not. I feel offended. They should not ask me like a guy, like guys should come and they used to manhandle me. ये भाई कैसा है? चल छुट्टा मारने चल मेरे साथ. Like just guessing that if I am looking like a butch lesbian, then I can smoke. Just because I'm masculine, I smoke. That judgment comes, right? So it's just thing, right? Every small
Apparently, yeah.
reason.
Apparently, that is masculinity for them.
So that is what I'm saying, that it matters that you work in an inclusive environment, and it matters to
Right.
me that you should also look onto these organizations which cares for you, who knows very basic things. If you reach out to HR with your basic problem, they should not treat it just because of your orientation or your gender or your gender expression. They should treat it as a human, right? A
You're
lesbian girl can
totally
be molested in the washroom. A lesbian girl can be manhandled. And if you go to the HR, say that I was manhandled, oh, you're a bro anyways. These are the questions you should not listen to. So that's why it matters. So just try to be active on that platform for your future opportunity. That's what I wanted to say. Sorry, it extended.
brilliant. No, that was very descriptive because a lot of people actually don't know how to use LinkedIn and how it actually works. Because if you don't, adjust the filters properly, you always get all the wrong searches, and you're like, क्या
Yeah.
फालतू ऐप है यार ये, पता नहीं लोग की use करते हैं." So you have to
Yeah.
be very careful about what exactly you're looking for and how to go about it.
Hmm.
And if you don't know,
Yeah.
you always have Ankita who has knowledge of it. She can help you to how to go
See.
about it. So before we go to our next question, is there any kind of space for a drag queen like me on LinkedIn?
Yeah, why not? Because you should
Oh,
represent. This is an art. They've been people
right.
gone, or Benji, you are there. I'm just saying that. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I lost
I
you in
can hear you
between.
in theory.
Yeah. Sorry, is that my bad network or your bad network?
I prefer not to say it.
Okay. Okay, what was the
So,
question again?
you were saying something about stand-up
You
comedy
drag.
and
Yeah.
artists.
So on over LinkedIn, there are people who are stand-up comedians and they just come and post their jokes, just
Oh,
relating to a workplace. There are HR artists, like artists who sensitize HRs in an art form. Drag is actually an art form to sensitize people on so many levels in terms of gender expressions. So you should be out there. You should have your own set of performance which you can add there, which can sensitize people to watch you. And you can always go for some sensitization session in some big organization or corporate where they can represent you as a drag. Because drag, if I talk about drag right now, and so many people will not know it until
yeah.
and unless they've seen RuPaul Drag Race, right? So it's just that Indian drag representation should be there everywhere, and there's so many brilliant, talented talent like you, like Sushant is already out there. There's so many people I've seen in Nama Pride. Oh my God, I had a
Yeah.
crush on one drag queen. You have done a live with them? I forgot their name
Rita
because I
Squatter.
unfollowed them. They're from Bangalore.
Rita Squatter is very beautiful. Bahar is very beautiful.
Take some more names.
17, but 17 is not good also.
Uh,
Ladybug?
hmm?
Ladybug?
No, they have dressed like a lawyer in a dance, and then they just took off their coat and they were like, "Okay, I'm the lawyer." 370. So there was an act of. I'll tell you the name. You have done the live video with them actually. So I'll share the profile. So I'm just saying that Indian drag representation should always be there. And I think it's underrepresented in terms of professional space. On Instagram, on a professional level, yes, you are doing it here, but it should be there also that people, this professional people, should know you,
Right.
and they should have you should create that curiosity to let them know you. So I
Right.
believe yes, drag queens out there, LinkedIn is a space for you as well.
And if there is a future drag king in the audience, it's for you as well.
Yeah, drag kings also. I've not seen a lot of drag kings.
Yeah,
I
because there
have
are only two.
Durga.
Yeah,
Huh?
there are only two. So who are
Okay.
very out. One is Durga, who goes
Hmm.
by the name Shakti, Mayur Shakti, and another
Hmm.
one is Badshah Mayur,
I've not seen them.
Bidisha, Bidisha from those are the
Okay.
two drag queens. Bidisha has also been in India's Got Talent as a drag queen.
I should watch that.
Yeah, it's
Why I
really
have
fun.
not watched it?
She's
I'll
a
watch
really
that.
good singer also. She had some of her singles also, so you should check it out.
Oh, I have seen that audition. Are they from Kolkata side or somewhere?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
oh
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Where
She's
I
very
thought,
famous, of course. I was like,
yeah,
okay, Amrita doesn't know how is that possible because she's
yeah. I
very
know.
good.
I did not know the name, but I
Yeah, yeah,
have
yeah.
heard them sing.
Yeah, she's very good.
Hi,
Okay,
Mohul. Yeah, I'm just saying hi to
so
my
we've
friends.
come to
Yeah.
the last questions, and guys, if you have any questions, I only have three questions so far. So please ask your questions down there, and thank you, Kapil. So
Hmm.
yeah, okay. So the last question is, how did you change the stereotypes in the corporate?
First, that incident that I've already spoken about, that was my first job. Then second job I have done was which was actually all the group of male heterosexual crowd, and I was a queer woman sitting in them, and that was the space that I did not feel included because A, I was a woman, B, I was a lesbian, and there were a lot of discrimination. I was not heard out properly. I was judged, And then I did not feel included that in that space, and I realized that it's a very big thing, right? I mean, you give 8 hours to 9 hours in your workplace or anywhere. I'm just not talking about workplace. Anywhere in your house, you're 24/7. You don't feel included. You feel sad. In your school, you are going for like 8 hours. You're not into. You feel sad, and it's been happening in our life. But when I stepped in the corporate world, when I was earning, I was independent. I was doing a great job, but I was not feeling included. Then I felt little sad. Then the third job, when I went in, I left that job suddenly because I was not having a work partner. I could not share everything. So third job, when I went in, I met a queer friend there, and that queer person was very closeted, and they wanted to be out in front of me, and they did. Then I realized the importance of pushing someone to feel happy in that space. That person was very closeted. I motivated them every day. I told them it's okay. See, I am out. What is gonna happen? See, I am out. What is gonna happen? We'll take judgments together. Why are you being buried? Because there was a fear of people thinking that okay, Ankita, she's very great in work. Oh yeah, she's a lesbian. And it used to happen a few years ago. Like 2 years ago, I'm talking about. Right now in virtual world, people are online, they're studying, reading about it. In offices, it used to happen that way. I realized that there was a need of it. And me educating corporates or anyone was not because of my job. It was because I was having a passion towards it because I've been in that space, how it feels like not being included in any of the corporate or in any of the jobs. Then I joined an organization called Equip. I joined as a director, and that's where I got the opportunity to corporates. That was the opportunity I got. So I said, why don't I utilize it? So I started taking small test steps. I used to talk to HRs one-on-one basis. They had curiosity. I used to give them the space that you can ask me anything. And from last 2 years, I have sensitized more than what you say, 10 schools, more
Oh,
than 25 corporates. I have done more than 80 talks around India. These talks includes colleges, small groups, educational systems, or schools also. I've done in Tagore International School. I have also a talk in the political group. So more than 75 plus talks I have done so far, and I could sensitize more than 2 to 3,000 people till now. I've been in career fairs. I've been in so many places. So in these, in during this journey, I realized that people are not even educated even little bit or having any knowledge about LGBTQ space, and they used to ask me very weird questions, which I was very okay to answer because they had the curiosity. Now, what I'm doing is I'm running a program called the Ally Nation along with Tanvi. Tanvi is a trans woman who's equally invested in this. So Tanvi and I curated this session, which is free of cost. We give every 15 day we give a session where we have representation from the community. Tanvi is a trans woman, I am a lesbian woman, and then we also get some outside or a guest speaker in our session which can add the value, and we educate allies on a daily basis. So we take the open registration, it's free of cost. 1.5 hour we train them on gender sensitization or gender expressions. At the same time, we talk about how discrimination is treated. Then we also give them some recommendation of shows like Sense8, Bold Type, RuPaul Drag
mhm.
Race, for to educate themselves that these are in an
Right.
entertainment form. So now, till now, in 2 months, we have curated 200 allies.
Oh, wow.
200 people were educated from us. So I would say it's a journey for me, and it's a proud journey for me. I've worked more than 8 hours on a daily basis to make this happen. And from 2 years, I have totally invested myself to create a group of 3,500 allies. On my LinkedIn, I have more than 10,000 followers. And those 10,000 followers read about my post on LGBTQ on a daily basis, where I raise the issues of not including trans women. I have datas in place. So if you ever go on my LinkedIn, you'll see all these things in place that any heterosexual person can go and read through and get a reality check. So that space we have created there because if you are educating someone with whom you're going to work with, it will make it easier, and the
Right.
inclusion will happen faster. So I would say that is how the corporate should get sensitized. I'm not just talking about my journey. They should at least take a minimal step. I know आप पैसा नहीं दे सकते, हम free में कर रहे हैं, free में तो आओ. And from that free में आओ has gone so far that in 2 months only we had 200 people who have registered and signed up to us. So I'm proud of that, to myself also and to Tanvi as well. So yeah, I hope I answered your question.
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, guys, that was beautiful journey of Ankita, and uh, different rainbow things that she has done for India and so far and everything. So my friend Kapil is saying, "Wow, that's some great work. Keep it up, Ankita."
Thanks, Kapil.
So we'll just take questions from the audience. There are six
Sure,
questions.
sure. I'll just put my phone on
Uh,
charge also.
so can you read it?
I can't read it. Can you, because I don't know how you can access that column.
It's there. सामने बड़ा question बना है. You can't see क्या?
No. I'm sorry, it sucks. I have stopped using Instagram. I am I'm a tech dumb here, so you can read these
It's okay.
questions too. I'm
Perfect.
so sorry, I can't access it.
You can't see questions.
No, no.
Okay, so I'll read it out to you. So first one is by Dhruv Agrawal _01. I am from Delhi and I also want to connect with LGBTQIA plus community and I am gay. Can you
Hmm.
please help me?
One is there are few groups that I would recommend, but I am not recommending or their cultural behavior in that group. I'm just recommended to connect people from Delhi. The name of the group is Hugs.
Mhm.
You can always
Yeah.
join that group because it has a massive community from Delhi. You can also join Yaria and you can say hi to people like, hi, I'm from Delhi, and you can introduce yourself and you can get introduced by the people in the same city. So these are the two mediums I can say on top of my head uh, for the LGBTQ space. Do you have any recommendation, Nile? Because these are the two groups that I know. And Impulse Delhi also can help you connect with so many folks from Delhi.
Impulse is there, Harmless Hands is there, and then
Yaria.
local local groups are also there. Like Nagpur ke liye Sarthika group is also there. So you can meet local Nagpur people. Yeah. So
Yeah.
the best ways to find is like first of all you join the area or this
Harmless Hugs.
harmless Health. So
Harmless
there
Hugs.
are people from everywhere. So if you find someone from your city, so ask them, which organizations are running or which NGOs are running in your city, and then you go about it and meet and
Hmm.
do
I
whatever
would
you.
recommend Yaria a lot. I would recommend Yaria
Mhm.
because it's very, very strict with their policies and maintaining that no one gets hurt. So do join all these groups because it's better to be safe. Okay, second question is, what do you do when backup support is not your family except the mother? Because family gives us strength. Uh, do you have the backup? Because you said that you have support from except your mother. When I talk about backup, it's not just financial, it is emotional also. So I believe that is being covered by your mother being an ally. And recently, I've seen a picture of Master Benji with mommy. So it matters. Just emotional support matters a lot, and I believe that your mother will be there for you to push for doing better things in future and become something in your career. So hang in there. I know that there are a lot of mothers. I'm not assuming it. I just want to say that I'm not assuming that your mother do not have financial independence. I'm just saying if the mothers are not having financial independence, they have always have emotional independence you can rely on, and you can grow in career with their help and with their support, because in finances you will figure out your own ways and it takes time until you're 23 or 24. Getting a job out there is not difficult if you're very confident on yourself, and I think that confidence can bring up from your family. I hope I answered. If you want to add, Nile, you can add some of the points from your end also.
So see, when you don't have a backup, in your family, so what you can do is you can always find backup outside your house because there are, the population of this country, and then Assume that 10% of it are queer people. So 10% of the population of this country, that's a lot of queer people. So I'm
Hmm.
pretty sure that you'll find someone who you'll connect with, who you'll be friends with, who will be your chosen family, who will understand you, and yeah, seek support. There are so many people who have family outside their real family, and they are really connected to them, and they are happy also
Hmm.
that way. So try to go that way. Find friends, find that just happens a lot. In LGBT community, like तू तो मेरी बहन है, तू तो मेरा भाई है,
Hmm.
ऐसे and all. So try doing that if it works for you. It's well and good. So,
Like Nile is
yes,
my friend and chosen family.
yes,
We know each
absolutely.
other from so many years.
Yes. Ankita has been my long lost brother for a very long time.
Ankita, please tell about corporate organization which actually are truly inclusive in your opinion.
Mm.
I would say like I'm not promoting here as well, but I'm not gonna comment until and unless I feel that they're truly inclusive. There's so many inclusive spaces out there who are hiring LGBTQI talent. The best way to approach to them is there are a lot of events which happens for hiring. Recently, I've seen that Humsafar Trust was doing that event. There were a lot of trans persons who are getting jobs from these corporates. So the reports are just there online. I'm not taking their name again because you understand that this is the space where you might not be recommending some of the companies and they end up not being better. You just do your reading. Policies and procedures of each and every organization is online. You can just go through it. And you can also ask about policies and procedures directly reaching out to the HR of that company online on LinkedIn. So if you just compare all of them, you have to do your own study. Some of the policies for trans persons will be better in some organization, but not for same-sex partners, right? So according to your orientation, according to you, you have to do your detailed study, and that is how I did my study. I will not take some names. I'm sorry, but I hope you understand that everything is over there online. Read the policies, read the procedures, read their initiatives in the queer community, how much they have supported small community businesses, LGBTQ owned businesses, and who are very vocal about their rights on the social media. It's not like pink washing, I'm sorry. It's not pink washing all the time. Pink washing might be there for 20% of the cases, but 80% are genuine content out there, which will help you to meet your potential employer. So, yeah, that would be my answer.
So I actually have a follow-up question for you. So
Hmm.
suppose there is a company who is very inclusive about, let's
Hmm.
say a company is very inclusive of trans women,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
there are humans working there at the end of the day. So there is
Hmm.
one asshole who really hates trans people,
Hmm.
and he's not following the company or rules or whatever. And because of that, the trans person is having problems. So what do you
Hmm.
think? The person should go about it.
Uh, I have seen this type of thing happening, but
Mhm.
you always know that there is going to be hate for because everyone comes with their own opinion, and there is hate for LGBTQI community out there. What you can do is what companies does it in this case. What companies does is there is a dedicated desk or dedicated team which are allies, Pride
Mhm.
and Allies team or Pride team or team just to handle or take care of the queer community with their questions and concerns. And these teams are on top of all the HR layers. Okay, so if a trans person have any problem, they can directly reach out to this team, and this team will be taking actions which will be better than these ones. And their actions are quite strict and they are taken in consideration. So I would say do not hesitate to reach out to the upper and higher boss. There is no hierarchy for harassment, there is no hierarchy for hate or bullying. You should just go on top of them and tell them, or the ones whom you have hired, whom hired you. So there
Right.
is no difficulty out there. There will be people talking about this, and companies do take steps against it because it is all about sexist. Just like posh, you cannot be sexist. The same way you cannot be homophobic.
Right.
You cannot be homophobic at all. So these are the very important things that you should consider. I would recommend if you're from LGBTQ space, join these companies who have this dedicated Pride and Allies group there, which has authority on top of the all hierarchy. So that will help. Hmm.
So first of all, I'd like to say thank you to Jeet for the previous compliments he gave me, and He's saying, I can at least assure you about Amazon as I am part of it and I have witnessed it.
Yeah,
That is
so
inclusive.
yeah, so we from our organization we have placed more than 20 people from the LGBTQ community in Amazon. Not
Okay.
promoting rock, not promoting, please, please. I'm
Hashtag
just
not sponsored.
not sponsored. This has happened, and they have been stable in that organization.
Right.
And to be honest, they are not pinkwashing in so many levels. But you have to. One thing can I say
Yeah.
from a person from the community? If you
Right.
believe that your organization is not doing well and you're not taking any steps towards it, you always become a representation of the community there. Right? If I am queer and if I am working in this organization from so long and these organizations are not taking steps, what I can do is I can stand as an individual and I can talk to them that this is what I want. You have to
Mhm.
fight for what you want, because you can leave that organization, but another queer person who comes and joins, they will not be having the same access like you have, because changing is not an option. Changing your job is not an option. Changing what you have in your current job is definitely an option. So start being a consultant for your organization to let them know what are the right processes to do to make your place inclusive. Educate them, because a lot of companies are spending money to hire consultants or hire people from outside to let them know that these are the right strategy. Why not we from the community tell them that this is what you should do? These are the people you should call as guest speakers. These are the people you should do. These are the sensitization set I will take care of. You don't have to hire a trainer. I'll train everyone. I have done all this, Nile, and
Mhm.
just by taking these initiatives, I have converted a startup which is very inclusive. Like our
Oh,
startup had like 80 people and everyone was inclusive. Initially there was problem, but after a point everyone started knowing about things, reading about things. They were curious. We had LGBT games, we had questions, we had quiz, and these are fun related things which we used to do. So please ensure that you are being an ambassador of the community and you are making the change wherever you are. If you're in school, college, workplace, family, uh, you know just if your family accepts you as gay but they're transphobic, change their thoughts. Your journey doesn't end after acceptance from one place. Your journey ends when you're at least taking efforts to ensuring that you are creating that safe space for everyone, not just gay community. It LGBTQIs together. Make sure you
right.
talk about it. So start being ambassadors from now. I would just say, yeah.
Excellent. So, yeah.
I didn't come out in front of my dad. If he will go through out of home, Ankita can help me out. If he will go through out,
If
समझा
you
नहीं
will
मुझे
throw me
question.
out, throw me out.
Okay, okay. See, definitely I can help you out to connect with a lot of queer support groups. Many people have faced it, and there are a lot of shelter homes out there. And I'm not, saying that there are not shelter homes. Every state has a shelter home, and if we can connect with the authorities like Humsafar Trust, Lakshya Trust, or even Yes We Exist. So if you know Yes
Yeah.
We Exist is run by Jeet. You just I will happily connect you with people who can make sure that they're creating this space. And if you are from Nagpur, then Nilay and I will help to connect you
Yes.
with people from Nagpur who are having this space. And what has happened in the past is we have raised funds. So in ASQ, what happens? ASQ, if you know about it, Benji, ASQ is all sort of queer. So
Mm-hmm.
it is a queer group in Bangalore, where we have raised funds for people. So there were two lesbian one lesbian couple who have come to this city after in the lockdown, after being threatened by their family. We took care of them. Like, we've done donations. I have asked donations online. We all have this support, and people of the community help people of the community more. So if you come out and if you believe that these are the problems, ensure reaching out to us, and what best we can do from our end, we will do. We will not say that you come in our home and stay with us, but we'll ensure that whatever is best for you is given to you with our connections, with our community, and at the same time with raising some funds. Hmm. Even I want to work for LGBTQ community. So if you want to work for LGBTQ community, then start working with the people whom you are with right now. Start connecting with people. One thing I want to say, that not everyone is a therapist, not everyone is a counselor. Everyone is a listener. If you just listen to someone who is having the suicidal tendencies, you reduce their suicidal attempt to so many levels. So that becomes your work towards the community. Start with this initially. If you believe you're successful in this and you have the mental energy, because being a community representative and helping for community is very exhausting. It is very emotional. At the same time, you also take so much of anxiety of people that your mental health goes down. I would just say that if you take these initial steps of hearing out people, listen to people and support them, then you are ready to take some next step, because to be honest, who works for the community sees a lot. And I think that these initial steps to be taken before you start working for community groups.
Absolutely. So, well, yeah, that was all the questions from my side and from the beautiful audience who joined us today. So, before we end, is there anything at all you would like to say to the people as the Pride
Uh,
Month, or just
mm,
to you?
yeah. I have read one status for someone, there is rainbow in just June, and for some there are rainbow throughout the year. Be the rainbow throughout the year, and not just by representing yourself, by coming together. I would also say that create allies. I have seen so many people fighting over Instagram, saying that this is not how you should call me. This is, I would always say that feedback works better in a very nice way. Just like you've learned from your managers that, that sandwich method, सही बोलो, थोड़ा उनको बताओ उनकी गलती क्या है, फिर उसके ऊपर सही बोलो. जैसे हाँ आप बहुत अच्छा काम करो, बट आप ऐसा भी कर सकते हो कि ऐसा अच्छा लगेगा. So give that constructive feedback to people. Allies are out there who are not educated. It's not their problem. It is not their mistake. It is our educational system. It was our upbringing. The hurt is done. But how we can do it better is by having no fights over internet, because it triggers so many people, and you become that person who educates someone without taking it as an offense. If in case, I know misgendering or in case not using the right pronouns can hurt you to so many levels, you can correct them. You can correct them again. You can correct them. If you feel that they are not accepting it, then yes, you can go to any levels. But initially, I would say that allies out there want to try, and you should give them that space to share that. They should not be scared of you.
Yeah.
They should see you as someone they learn from. So become
And
that
sometimes,
individual from them.
sometimes you have
Yeah.
to let go of people also, कुछ लोग नहीं ही सुनने वाले, so you cannot do anything. You're like, ठीक है भाई, let them go, because there are so many other people you can work on and invest
Yeah.
your time.
Hmm. With love, we have created 200 allies in 2 months, and you can
Yeah.
do as well. you know and I have limitation because I have 9 to 5 jobs. You
Mm.
will be out there who can take some time off your job, off your college, and if you think you're working and you cannot manage both things, it is possible. It is definitely possible. So become that safe space for allies and the people out there who want to know about the community. That's it. That was my message to the folks out there. लड़के बहुत कुछ गवाया है, प्यार से सब कुछ पाना है.
Wow. क्या बात है.
हाँ.
So that was absolutely beautiful, Ankita. It was an honor and it was so much fun to talk to you today and learn so many things about lesbian world that we absolutely have no idea about. And we learned so much today because
Thank you.
the gays, they just know that lesbians exist, but they don't know how are they thriving and how are they actually existing. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
throwing light on that, and I hope a lot of people who saw us today will change their lifestyle in a positive way after listening to some of the things you said in life. And
Mm.
yeah, thank you for joining us, and I'll see you very soon when I come to Bangalore. So,
Sure. Love you all. Good night. Happy Pride Month. Take care. Bye.
that was beautiful, Ankita. Thank you so much for all of you who joined. It really means a lot. And yeah, so for some of you who are still there, after 6 days, that is on 12th of June, that is Saturday, I think, we will be going live again with two gay people and we will be celebrating Gay Pride. Details of that will be coming out very soon. So please checking out the space. Follow me if you don't. And yeah, if you want to celebrate online Gay Pride with me next week, like how we celebrated the Lesbian Pride this week, please join me in 6 days and let's have fun. Let's learn and grow with each other. So, Thank you, Prasan. Thank you. Bye, guys. So difficult, to operate things with names.